Hey, Jason here with daytradingfearless.com. Make sure you check us out again at daytradingfearless.com for trade levels for the S&P EMA futures, and also trade ideas and mentoring and coaching one-on-one. We only charge $25 per hour, which is very cheap. Do everything online and get you up and running. So also check our YouTube channel, Day Trading Fearless, for a ton of videos on trading psychology and how to trade. Now let's get into the simplest trade, the easy trade setup. Okay, it's called the 821 DMA trade. Okay, this is mainly for thinkorswim users, as it's a special code for thinkorswim platform. And in the description, what I'll do is I'll leave the chart with all the custom code on it, all for free for you. So just make sure you like it and like the video and all that. That's all I ask for, and hopefully make some money off it. So let's get into exactly what this trade setup is, okay? It can be used for the 512 tick chart, okay? You could use other time frames. It doesn't work as well. I've just found that the 512 tick chart is one of the best trade setups for using this, okay? Also, as you could see in this special code, we have a special code, again, RVI, okay? Very similar to the RSI, but what it does is I have it in the bars paint, so when the RVI gets above, okay, I believe it's 90 or something, it'll start to paint the bars green, okay? As it gets above, I believe 95, it'll start to paint the bars white. Okay, so that's when you know, hey, this market is way overbought or oversold. Really get ready to look for a short trade setup. Okay, that's the best way of using it. Also, the candles are either going to be blue or red. The blue or red is based upon this 8x21 double moving average. Okay. The trade set, or the settings that I actually have for this, is going to be the MA1 is 8, the MA2 is 21, okay? And then also the moving average, okay, MA, moving average type, 1 is going to be exponential, the type 2 is going to be variable. Make sure it's those two. But if you just upload this chart, save all the settings, everything should come in and be saved exactly as is, okay? Also, once you kind of download the chart, just click right here. You can rename it because it'll say like shared. Just erase the shared, and then you could just kind of close it. And then inside, just to go save as default, and it'll save everything as is, what you see right here on the screen. So I hope that kind of helps. The dots are based on the RVI. Again, it just kind of look for divergence, but also will nail the lows and highs a lot of times. Now, sometimes they don't work. Other times they work like a charm, okay? Just something to be kind of aware of when you're trading it. But the main thing that we look for is this trade right here, when it changes color or it gets kicked back to the line. So let's kind of zoom back and look at what price has done, right? So here's what the trade essentially is when these two, when the 8 and the 21 cross, okay, it'll actually change color, okay, and that's where it goes from blue to red, okay, blue bullish, red is going to be bearish. What I like to look for is to go short the very first retest, okay, of the kickback to the line. So a lot of times you need to have an order pending because it'll happen very quickly. So in this case, if we zoom in even more, and let's say price is here, right? Price falls, we're coming back up. That line is 2160, we'll say in a quarter. Have a pending order there at 2160 in a quarter, okay, to short the market. No stop, because I'll show you where the stop becomes. Now, as far as a take profit, you can look for a couple ticks for a quick scalp, all the way to 2 points, 3, 4, 5 points, okay? Because a lot of times you get some nice runners. Again, depending on the market conditions and what you believe the market's going to do. But for me, I actually have found if you look for a couple ticks, 2 ticks to maybe a point is what works best on this trade on the very first snapback, okay? It probably has about 90% win rate when you do it that way. So as you can see, we touch the line, goes up a little bit by a tick or two, and then reverses. Boom, you're out of the trade. You picked up your couple ticks. Now, if you're doing a point, boom, here's your point, okay, on the pullback. Then your exit, okay, on the trade, let's say you were looking for 4 or 5 points, okay? Your exit on the trade is when the candle turns blue, if that makes sense, right? So what happens is once the candle turns blue, okay, but it has to close blue. What will happen, very important, what will happen is as price is, these lines are going back and forth while the candle is being alive, right, being made in real time, it might turn red, but then it might go back to blue. So you got to be really careful. You actually need to wait for that candle to turn blue, the very next candle to open blue, and that's where you sell at the market and you're out of the trade completely, okay? I hope that makes sense. If not, maybe review it, but that's one of the very important things. So as you can see, price goes up, right? Comes back down, retest, and then we have a bounce. Here you picked up your couple ticks to your plus 1 point, okay? Here price falls, comes up, right? Touches. You probably didn't get any ticks or points because the market just went straight up, right? But look at how high we went, but then it came back down, and then this candle kind of bounced around, and your exit would have been probably right here, okay? So you would have taken about a point and a half of heat. Here it gets a little choppy, which it does sometimes, but here is what I really like. If you look here, it comes back, right? Touch, and then pull back. But this is the trade setup that I love. When price takes off, it turns blue, right? Goes up. In the very first retest of this line, and maybe even a tick or two above the line is your entry, is the trade that I love most importantly. Okay? That's the one trade that I kind of call the money trade. So here price goes up, we kind of come close to it, pull back, bounce, but here pull back, right? So we want to see extension, but here price kind of goes up, pulls back, touch, and then look at the move, right? Sometimes you'll get whipsawed, but a lot of times you'll actually pick up some really, really nice winners. So kind of like here, right? You probably got stopped out, but guess what? Your entry's here. Your exit was right here. You lost maybe about a point, but then you re-enter. Price falls, right? Comes back, touches, and then look at this move. You were able to get almost a 20-point move, right? And then some, because it's still red. Okay, so here's another example. Price breaks out, very first touch, and then the bounce for a couple points, couple ticks to couple points. That's all I personally look for. I'm a day trader. I'm not looking for the 10, 15 point moves on this one trade setup. Okay, I'm only looking for a couple ticks to a point. I call it a smash and grab trade. Okay, so now let's see, right here, right? Price fell, came back, you get short, you're still in the trade, right? And then price pulls back. Okay, you made your money here. I like to use this trade when the market's moving one way or the other. If market's chopping sideways, I'm not a big fan of it, because when it actually goes sideways, that's where you actually see a lot of the chop. Okay, but let's see what price does, right? So you would get short right there. Okay, so let's say you have a pending order or go short at 51.75, and let's see what price does. It looks like price may want to go up. You have a double bottom right here. You kind of have divergence if you think about it on the bigger picture, right? And this is what I love. If you watch my other videos, you know I love divergence. You can kind of see it as price is making new lows. The RVI is making higher lows. But let's hopefully see if it changes blue, so you could see. Because if it goes blue, you'll see this cloud actually disappear. But if we did get short, we're still in the trade, right? We're in the trade until the trade tells us we're wrong, if that makes sense. So let's watch it for a minute, see what it does. Okay, so see how it turns blue? We don't exit yet because it could still go back to red. Right here, this candle, we exit at market because we now see the blue cloud, and this candle closed blue. So I hope that helps. Again, if that didn't make sense, rewind it and go back. Okay, but I'll explain that one more time. When price is red and the candle turns blue, you have to wait for that candle to actually close blue. And what will happen is this cloud you see, it was red. You won't see a cloud when that's going back and forth from red to blue candle. But this candle closes, this one opens. Okay, this candle opens right here. That's when you'll see the cloud. That's when you exit at market, because remember, you have been short here, you exit there. You lost about 2 points on the whole trade, but you're managing risk. And trust me, this has about a 85 to 90% win rate if you trade it correctly in the way I'm explaining it, and you wait. Okay. Again, as you could see, price is chopping around, so it gets kind of tough right now. But here's a perfect trade setup, right? So you would maybe put an order in, something like this, right at this line, the 51.86. So we'll round it off to 52, right? And let's say it just happened so quick, we probably just got filled and we're out. That's why I say look for 2 ticks. Right now the market's moving so quickly with the elections and all that, but look at how quickly it goes, right? So even here, we're in and bam, we're out. That's how quick the trade is for your 2 ticks, right? Maybe you want a little more, 3 points. You think, hey, we're going to bounce based off other things. So, but I hope that helps. This is the easy trade setup, the 821 DMA updated. Again, I posted the link, okay, to this chart with all the studies, okay, for thinkorswim users in the description, so make sure you download it, enjoy it. If you have any questions, you could contact me at jason@daytradingfearless.com. Again, I also do personal one-on-one mentoring and teaching. Only charge $25 an hour, and a lot of times I'll go over a little bit, and I love teaching. I love helping other people trade. It's not about the money for me. Cool. Talk to you soon. Thank you.